We're expecting to see subdued global economic growth in 2020, and with this backdrop, we'll continue to see social unrest and consumers searching for products and services that promote mental well-being.
In 2020, consumers will share more personal information in order to get tailored products and services. However, they need to balance that with their concerns over privacy. So brands need to engage with them more and build trust.
With the global economy expected to slow down in 2020, consumers are expected to feel the pinch. I don't think we're going to see the revival of the middle class in developed markets anytime soon.
So 3.5 years of Brexit uncertainty have taken their toll on the UK economy, and we predict growth of around just 1% for the UK in terms of real GDP growth in 2020.
Privacy will become that much more top of mind for digital consumers in 2020. Companies are responding by adjusting their brand positioning to align with those desires, as well as even launching privacy-conscious products and services.
In 2020, the biggest risks for the global economy will continue to be geopolitical risks associated with US-China trade wars, slowing down of emerging markets, uncertainty in the UK, and also social unrest.
2020 will be all about two major trends. What happens with hard seltzers, if they actually make it across the pond and around the planet, and what happens in the intersection of cannabis and alcohol this year and for the years beyond.
Concerns about climate change and the environment are top of mind for many global consumers. 60% are currently worried about the environment, and 42% believe that climate change will have a bigger impact on their life in the next 5 years.
Sustainability will feature heavily in the home and garden industry in 2020, ranging from paint products tackling air quality issues to non-plastic food storage alternatives, as well as renting dinnerware and even the use of recycled materials in furniture.
The biggest trend that we're seeing in the beauty industry is that consumer values are continuing to shift towards more meaningful consumption, with the web premium no longer just being about high price tags and status.
The consumer electronics market is projected to undergo a radical transformation over the forecast period. Consumers are not buying more products, but they are actually paying more for each product.
2019 saw non-retail companies push into e-commerce. Facebook integrated payments and shipping within Instagram and Facebook Marketplace. Google redesigned Google Shopping for an easier commerce experience. And super apps from Uber to WeChat integrated themselves more deeply into the retail industry. 2020 will be the year to keep an eye on these non-retail companies to see if they gain traction within e-commerce.
In 2020, technology will continue to reshape consumers' relationship with the food they eat, particularly in the areas of personalized nutrition, food delivery, and digital traceability.
Plant-based eating and alternative proteins is one of Euromonitor's strategic themes for food and nutrition in 2020. And we expect the market to continue growing, although producers will come under increased scrutiny for the level of processing used and ingredients they choose.
For the tobacco and nicotine industry, the key questions for 2020 are whether the current vape crisis has bottomed out, and if so, how quickly the industry can regain the trust of regulators and the public alike.
In Consumer Appliance 2020, connected appliance and smart home will still maintain the biggest topic. And then in addition, sustainability, as with other industry, with the consumers' growing awareness on environmental issue, will gain increasing attention.
Global industrial sector is forecast to show slower growth in 2020, owing to cyclical downturn in core manufacturing sectors, rising trade tensions, and increasing shortage of skilled workers. However, high-tech goods and ICT sectors are forecast to be an exception and show accelerating growth in 2020 as companies continue to invest in production automation and artificial intelligence technologies.
As the year 2020 rolls in, some of the key strategic topics for consumer tissue industry and disposable hygiene industry will include sustainability, balancing the market need for affordable products with the quest for premium innovation, and tailored strategies in the emerging markets with still significant untapped potential.
Functional food and mindful eating will be hot topics in the world of food and nutrition in 2020. Driven by new food beliefs, new and ancient ingredients and balanced diets, they will promise novelty and health benefits to consumers.
In consumer finance, we've seen hundreds of fintechs emerge globally that both increase access to financial products and services, as well as create additional value to card and electronic transactions.
Urban mobility will gather momentum in 2020 with connected, autonomous, shared and electric mobility being key areas of development.
Moving forward into 2020, luxury that offers a sustainable angle will be key. Other strategies to success will be things like including a seamless omni-channel, offering experiences that money can't buy, and promoting health and wellness.
In line with general consumer trends, hot drinks will move in an increasingly functional direction. This will include both new ways looking at traditional functionalities like energy, as well as increasing attention paid to non-traditional functionalities, like those focused with beauty or cognition.
There are really three big questions that I think soft drinks companies are asking themselves heading into 2020. The first is, how do we cut sugar out of our products across the system? The second is, how do we remove plastic waste from our packaging? And third is, how do we innovate in functional beverages, particularly using plant-based ingredients?
In 2020, expect the world's largest sports properties to further blend the spheres of sports, technology and entertainment. Expect more unique partnerships, more immersive live experiences and more engaging digital content.
In consumer health, I expect 2020 to see a much more assured adoption of health personalization products, especially around the mainstreaming of digital health, wearables and tracking products, and genomics and microbiome testing.
The digitalization of toys and games will continue to impact the toys and games industry globally, with traditional toy players working towards integration of traditional and digital play through product innovation, new partnerships, and new approach to licensing that includes fast-growing esports.